Thursday morning, so close to the 3-day weekend. And let's make a cup of coffee. Love you, baby. Good morning. Oh my gosh, that's good. I want y'all to do me a favor. I really need you to take a break from the media. I could not. I broke down after Bear told me about Emmanuel. Baby Emmanuel. And I don't even want to know. Anymore. And it's not hiding. I think I can only handle headlines. So if you need to be informed, even the headlines broke me. It broke me. Children starving in Gaza. Children being ripped from their families. Watching their parents being kidnapped by ICE. Children being shot while praying at Catholic school. It's too much. It's just too much. So I'm going to post. I'll be your safe place. But I can't scroll today. I won't be scrolling for a while. And it's okay to just take a break. Because our children, what kind of society are we that we can't even protect our children? It's just angers me. It just pisses me off. So, take a break. But if you want, I won't be posting updates on any of that. This is the only video where I'm just talking about my grief, and I know you're feeling it. Some of you are, your trauma response is to just listen and move on, right? That's a trauma response. But sometimes it can be too much. It could just be too much. I'm sorry if I got sad. So, watch comedies. That's what I do. When I get overwhelmed, I just immerse myself in nonsense. That's why I love the Flintstones. I watch the Flintstones. If my kids hear that I'm watching Flintstones, they know I'm struggling. When I could tell, because I could tell Bear put on the Flintstones and he knows. Oh, she's in it. The whole time that I was sick and dealing with my anemia and bleeding, I was ODing on Love Boat and Benson. Wasn't I, baby?
Yes.
And I mean, poor guy, he was just like, oh, Love Boat again. But it's the only way I could cope. It's to go into that nonsensical world in Love Boat. Now, Bear likes Benson, but Bear tolerates Love Boat. And watching Love Boat as an adult is funny. Because you're just thinking, I bet those staterooms were like $1,200 and they're crappy. But what was even funnier is that all the women on that boat are wearing tan hose. And I was reading the comments of some love, because, obviously the algorithm's going to give me Love Boat stuff. And there was, no, it wasn't Love Boat, it was Dukes of Hazzards. And someone was saying, was this real? Did women really walk around with tan hose and shorts? I never saw that, but it definitely was on TV. It was definitely something on TV. I don't know if spray tans weren't good enough. But the women on Dukes of Hazzards, Love Boat, Three's Company, they wore shorts, they wore hose. But in my world, I didn't see that. My mom went bare-legged. We wear shorts. That was a Nair commercial. And I know that there was tan because sometimes for church, my colors were tan. And there was 3 shades of tan, if I remember. And just because I was a brown girl. But the white girls were wearing tan hose if they were tanned. I just don't understand that part. I mean, I was young and I just went with the flow, and I just do not remember seeing it. I saw the opposite. People wearing shorts, the dolphin shorts. Because you wore your tube socks. So I think that was just a TV thing to make it look like they were tanned. I do not think that represented anything that was happening in real life, because unless something was happening in California, I don't know, but in Texas, girls had real tans, so they didn't need to do that. Okay. What's your comfort show? By the way, if you want a recommendation, Bear got us Netflix because we canceled Paramount. And he got us Netflix. And we immediately found a show called The Residence. There's a murder mystery in the White House, and it is quirky. And it's just, the set is beautiful, and the characters are just, it's from Shondaland. You know Shonda, she's the one that made, baby, she's a big time producer. She made How to Get Away with Murder. Did she do ER? Was she an ER producer?
The set and the clothes reminded me of Wes Anderson.
Oh, a little bit.
Right?
Yeah. But absolutely adorable. Go check that out. And we're going to be looking for a comedy. So, y'all have any recommendations? Y'all have a great Thursday. A 3-day weekend is popping up for us, and I'm excited. Y'all take care.
Yes, of course you won't be. Let's start with a stupid question at this time of the morning. This is the commissioner.
I just want to take a moment to thank Ready Whip for being good, loving, kind people and inclusive, because this is the shit. It's so good. Oh, wait a minute. I haven't even had it, though. I'm just saying it. I know it's going to be good, and I know that it's going to be the shit. Just the act of trying to make a non-dairy Ready Whip is awesome to me in my book. So, because while I'm not allowed to, I have a gluten insensitivity. I am straight up allergic to dairy. So that is not an option. If I want to take a piece of cake, I do it at my own risk. I just cannot eat gluten on a daily basis because it just starts steamrolling, and then all of a sudden my body seizes. But the dairy, that gets me quickly. I mean, I react quickly to it. So let's get some coffee in here. And I got my Krispy Kreme mug. We don't have a Krispy Kreme in town. My kids got this for me. Stir, stir. I know, Bear. He wants his coffee a little bit lighter. Wait a minute. I switched the mugs again. Yeah. Oh, dear. That's okay. That's okay. We make do. You're just going to have to use the Krispy Kreme mug, baby. Okay. I always do it. Okay. It's coffee. Ooh, it smells good. Hot on my camera. Oh, Bear. It's delicious.
Yeah?
It is so good.
I'm glad.
I can't wait for hot cocoa season. It's going to be so good. Oh. I can't stop drinking it.
I'm about to go spray some in my mouth, see what it tastes like.
It's really good. It's really good. You all have a wonderful Saturday. We are true empty nesters again. We've had 2 kids boomerang. in transition. One stayed with us a couple of months while waiting for his basic training appointment. So it was like between graduation and he graduated from college, and then he went into the Army as for the officer school. And then the other one transitioned moving into our town. They were living in a town outside of Amarillo, and just for better opportunities, they came to Amarillo, and they lived with us until they got their own place. They barely lived with us for the summer. Like, they moved in a month before the baby was due, and they just moved out. And the baby is 3 months old. So, they are just right across the way. I can see their apartment from my window. But it's just nice. They know it too. My kids don't get offended. They would never want to live with me permanently, trust me.
At all.
Yeah, at all. My kids are like, I raised them to know. They know what a hard ass I am. They know how picky I am. But the two biggest complainers are the ones that boomeranged back. So I love that. I got a chance to show them I'm not a mother of that's just that gripes for no reason. They saw it because they're adults now. And I know that as adults, they're going to be treated like adults and they're going to behave like adults. And I know some of you don't have children. There are some women out there, they have adult children that do not behave like adults. They're stunted, they're late bloomers, whatever, and they still have some bad habits. My kids know that my nagging, it was quick and swift, meaning there wasn't a moment where I'm begging my children to do something because the consequences were pretty severe. Okay. Yes, I'm an old school mom, and the consequences were swift and severe, and drastic. If I realize I'm repeating myself, they're going to get drastic, and they knew that. They knew my expectations, and I make it sound like I had an orderly home. No, we had 4 living with us permanently. And it was just a constant testing boundaries, testing me. Oh, I don't know how Bear and I survived. But we did, and now this is our place. This is our town, right, baby? And we have such a neat vibe. So I think I'm going to do a video of what 2 empty nesters do during a weekend. We have a 3-day weekend. That is so good. And probably boring. We are watching a new Korean drama for us. I don't know how long it's been out.
This year.
Oh, it came out this year. It's called The Queen Maker. We love that actress. Oh my God, I love her so much. She was the one in the famous World of the Married. Some of y'all know that Korean drama. She has a way, her acting, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. She's a better actress than Meryl Streep. I love Meryl Streep. I think she is just, what's the word?
I would like you to meet your...
She's very...
Well, Meryl Streep is just versatile. And she can do accents. So I give her that. But this woman can just do a quiet... I don't know why. I just think she's my favorite actress of all time. And y'all are saying, well, can you say her name?
No, we can't.
I promise you this. I've tried to say it to Bear. He's not Korean. So he doesn't know if I'm saying it right or not. And so what I will do is I will go to AI and I will figure out, is that the world? Is another one she's in?
That's the one I was telling you.
Oh, we're going to watch it.
for the preview for it.
And he played with her
Yeah.
too. Okay.
Yes, I see.
We're so excited because we love her. I'm like one of her biggest fans. Well, probably there's a bunch of Koreans that probably love her more than me, but I'm just blown away by her acting. And no, I cannot. I mean, thank you, Netflix, because it exposes Korean dramas to Americans. So no hate. I just will not listen with not subtitles. What are they called?
Dubbing.
The dubbing. And I think they're getting Koreans to dub, but even then. No, we can handle her. We want to hear Korean. I can actually understand a lot of Korean. I just cannot speak it. But we've watched so many Korean. I know when they're saying leave. I know when they're saying like, do you know, think of phrases you know.
I don't know any.
Really?
I listen just to hear the anger, and you hear the passion.
Yeah, I want to hear the passion.
I don't want to hear in a dub that wasn't really by that quality actor.
And it was done sitting down.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see
standing up and being
in the moment.
But there are a lot of phrases that I know. I know the phrases. I don't even have to read the subtitles. It's the same thing with Spanish. When people like, do you speak Spanish? No. Do you understand it? Yeah, I do. Very little, but I think I understand more Spanish than I give myself credit. Because I'll watch a movie, one particular movie that I love is Volver. And I will watch it without subtitles, and I know exactly. I know what they're saying. But my ex-husband's wife could probably better explain it. She's a psychology professor for years and years and years, and she was doing studies on older people trying to learn new languages. And I'm going to have to ask her. There's a time where older people can't learn languages. My son is going to be 27, or they are 27. And he has an ability to learn new languages. He knows Greek. He knows Latin. He just, he knows ancient languages. And I said, how? I cannot understand Spanish. I cannot. And I have a feeling that if it was only spoken to me, if Spanish was my first language, I would still be struggling with English. I just don't have that brain for it. I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to her about that. But the point is, I cannot learn new languages. I can speak. I can't speak new languages, but it's funny that I am understanding this. I'm understanding the Korean. Sometimes I don't even look at the subtitles. I'm just and I'm thinking, oh, there's subtitles. Yeah, I'm in it. I'm like, I think I understood what the hell they just said. So I love watching them. Oh, there's a new one called Beyond the Bar.
I have that. Those are on my list.
Oh, good. We'll have to try that out. So anyway, we're going to be watching some Netflix. I'm going to be doing some crafting in my room. Lots of crafting. So it's going to be a big day. You'll have a great 3-day weekend. Oh, and we will be seeing the Grands. So. Oh, good. You found the lid for one of them. But where's the lid for the other one?
What other one's what?
My Sistema collection.
I don't know.
Okay. I'll look for it. Oops. It's this one. Okay.
That's why you cannot have microwave popcorn in your classroom.
Why not?
That's how it smells.
It's just a bag. You want to other one she's in? This is so good. Last night I had a vegan pizza. Or vegetarian. Yeah, it's vegan. It's completely plant-based. No dairy. No gluten. And we really like it. And that little small pizza Bear and I share. We have come such a long way. And I think the reason it works is because nothing is a choice, you know? I have no choice but to be gluten-free. And when we make choices for ourselves, they're usually bad. I have no choice to be dairy-free. Or cow milk-free, because that messes me up. Guess what? I kid you not. We found out one of my grandbabies has a milk allergy. Cannot drink milk. So his mama has to stop breastfeeding. His mama has to stop drinking milk. So she's dairy free. Oh well. And it's going to be a new life for her. But you'll have a wonderful week. It's Sunday. We're going to relax. We have Monday off, obviously. We're going to go visit the grandbabies. Today is just another empty nester day where we enjoy each other's company and we just kind of, it's just a really neat life. We like it. Y'all have a great Sunday and y'all have a great Labor Day. Good morning. It's Saturday, my clean day.
I think a lot of people get it as soon as they see it.
And that's dinner.
Man with great common sense.
Bone Lock. By the 1950s, actresses like Marilyn Monroe.
Y'all have a good morning. Got it. Bear.
I don't know if they're...
Oh, if you're stumped. Okay. There's that. Do you want some sweet potato fries? I didn't want to worry you, but when they... Oh, he's here. Okay. Perfect timing.
Okay, beautiful.
Hey.
we pulled up, everybody just got out. My Australian accent. No. I wasn't in the bedroom, and then I was attacked.
It's Thursday morning, so close to the 3-day weekend.
자료를 가져가네.
It's crazy that it's not the color that I want, but I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? Good morning. It's Friday. And for the teachers who only work a Monday to Friday work week, we made it.
Send me a postcard. I can't turn out placebos like that fast enough.
Well, put me down for the next one.
Oh, looks like you threw your back out again, I suppose.
Never mind.
Went by your place this morning, saw the storm windows. Who did you manage to hire for that?
Never mind.
I have warned you, Jessica.
I did not come here for a lecture. I came for sympathy. I have got big problems. Now look, Arthur has a truck in the belfry. His brother Charles is on his way to the minister. Alice is in the shower. Now the killer is climbing up the stairs.
Exactly how long have you had these symptoms? Listen, Steph, if you can tear yourself loose. I figure that's got to be the remains of Joshua Peabody.
Joshua Peabody?
Yeah, Cabot Cove's most famous Revolutionary War hero. Are you out of your mind? Hold it. Whoa. Where do you think you're going?
Well, I'm going to go down and take a closer look.
With your back?
You don't want it?
I've got one so far.
Did you want some crab? Here's some crab ragoons. I think this is red sauce. Or is that the pad thai sauce?
먼저 두 후보자님 서울 시민 여러분께 인사 말씀을 드려주시죠.
So good.
존경하는 저에 대한 악의적인 루머나 공격에 휘둘리지 않고 오로지 행정가로서의 저의 비전과 정책을 공고히 전해드리는데 집중하겠습니다.
외압에도 결코 휘어지거나 부러지는 법이 없습니다. 오늘 이 토론이 진실한 세상을 만드는 마지막 외침이 될 수 있도록
It's so good. I have the Ready Whip coconut cream. It's good. Because that to me is just like how I have to have my hot cocoa with Ready Whip. And so that is delicious. So my baby girl has to give up dairy while she's breastfeeding because little guy is allergic to milk. And my little heart hurted for him. I'm hurt for him because we could tell he was not comfortable. But he looks amazing. I mean, it's alarming that he went that long. He only went 3 months, but it's just sad that you have to figure it out, like what is causing the allergy. And they took him to a doctor in Corpus Christi because it got real bad down there. And worthless Driscoll hospitals are only good at calling CPS and animal control services. That's all they're good at. It makes them feel like they've accomplished something. We've broken up a family and we've killed the family pet. Our job is done. Driscoll has done nothing for children that any other hospital can do. They add the word children hospital to make it seem like they're legit, and they're no different. They're no different. The only hospital that deserves any kind of praise is Jude's. Jude's Research Hospital is possibly the best hospital in the nation for children. But Driscoll is disgusting, and I've heard horror stories from them. They don't give, Corpus Christi in general has bad medical care, and we have family members that are like, I don't know why y'all think that. Go to another doctor. Go to a doctor in San Antonio. Go to a doctor in Houston, and you will find out, because we had a little shithead lawyer, Thomas J. Henry, who started out in Corpus Christi. And so he needed to learn how to run. Before he could run, he had to walk. And by walking, he got rid of all the doctors. Because he was that's what his specialty is, lawsuits. So Corpus Christi became his, what do you call it? His laboratory on how to do that. How to become Thomas J. Henry, who is filthy rich. He went viral for spending $1 million or something like that on his daughter's quinceañera. So he got rid of all the doctors. They're like, screw you, bye. And now, save for a few doctors in Portland and Kingsville, and even Robstown, what you got in Corpus is a mess. You do. You get some good ones. We had a nurse practitioner that really helped us. But then other than that, I can't even speak on all doctors because there's so few, it takes forever to get in. Yeah. So they took him to Driscoll, and I didn't want to stress her out. She was already stressed taking him to the ER at Driscoll. But I was like, no, anywhere but there. Just go anywhere but there. Why are you taking him there? And they, thank God. I know this sounds horrible, but I knew something was wrong with the baby, but I was grateful that Driscoll said there was nothing wrong. Yeah, it looks like he's got a little bit of eczema and he's allergic to something. Be off on your way. So that gave her some comfort. And then her sister and I knew that when she got back into town, we were going to have to urge her to take that baby in. And that's exactly what she did. She took her baby in to the pediatrician, the baby pediatrician, and gave him 3 different types of medication, said, you need to get off milk. This is an allergy. He's allergic to milk. So her birthday's coming up, and her favorite cake is tres leches, the one I used to make her.
You can make it with goat milk, oat milk, and almond milk.
I think so.
There's 3 milks.
No, coconut.
Oh, well, 4 milks then.
So I'm gonna make her my famous coconut cake, but I'm gonna put vanilla extract in it. I'm gonna make her the tres leches cake, baby.
And how are you gonna eat it?
How am I gonna eat it?
It's gonna have flour.
Oh, well, I won't. I had a piece of carrot cake at the potluck.
It was a small piece.
It was very small, and it was so good.
That's your life. Hey, is there gluten in tiramisu?
Yes.
From
There's
what?
gluten in everything. I mean, I'm just going to have to... Cake is going to be like what it was in the 1930s. It's going to be extremely expensive and very special. And they make a lot of gluten cakes, because I saw a gluten birthday cake. Actually, it's just vegan. That's what it says, vegan. And that is the key word for people with multiple allergies. I'm gluten sensitive. I cannot overdose on gluten. I cannot eat gluten more than once a week, because it piles on, and then my body starts cramping. I've already started with the arthritis in my hands and my wrist and my joints, and just by giving up gluten, I feel amazing. And even then, I'm one of those where my arthritis will become inflamed because of the barometric pressure. So it was hurting this week. Not as bad as when I was on gluten, but it was hurting because of the weather. So, anyway.
The War of the Roses is $5.
The original? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good one, baby, to watch. You'll like it. And, we're going to have a good day today on my day off. And, I will talk to y'all later. I'm trying to think of what else that we need to do today, but we're going to go visit the grandbabies and play with one of the oldest. She's just a sweet girl. She's saying adjectives. She now knows what pretty is and hurt and silly and stinky means. Well, she's always known what they meant, but she's saying them now. And just enjoying her. She's into dinosaurs, so she roars all the time. She walks around stomping the house. She's just so precocious and precious, and I love her. Hey, TikTok, well, I'll do another video to talk about it, but I've been posting. I have a board, kind of like Pinterest, of nostalgic vintage 1970s stuff, and I've been posting on it because that's my niche, that's my passion. And I've been toying with an idea of starting or revamping my YouTube channel for something. I've been inspired and by another YouTuber, and her Her niche is 1940s, World War II, and I'm 1970s. But I actually lived the 1970s. That's not to say she's not doing a wonderful job, uh, you know, highlighting that era, but I lived it in the early 80s. And so I just want to kind of lean into that and show how I live a kind of a vintage life and how we really want to dig into it now that we have some freedom. So I want to lean into it. And I say we, Bear's all, what do you mean we? Well, my studio theme is 1970s. It's going to be complete vintage 1970s, where the artwork, the furnishings, the decor will either be authentic or a nod. And my color tones in my art room will be the olive green. We're going to lean into the green and the golds. And my kitchen is just going to be straight up orange, yellow, and brown. And I have a 70s mug that I made, that's going to be the focal point. It's going to be just be flowers and, you know, old appliances that work. I found the olive Oster, the olive green Oster blender that I want. It's just going to be a little nod or a big nod. You know, me, I'm a maximalist, so there isn't going to be a little anything. But we didn't decorate anything for a year because of my health. I didn't feel like decorating crap. And well, for 2 years, because even in the apartment that we lived in Corpus Christi, we leaned into the Pioneer Women because everyone gifted us Pioneer Women stuff. And that was just a blessing. It decorated itself, right? But now well, Bear has a big problem with Pioneer Women, and I never really consulted him about that. It was something I loved and I liked and I wanted. And he's over here going, I have a problem with Pioneer Woman. And we'll talk about that late. It probably. By the way, we're having a podcast, but I'm not going to do it half-assed. I'm not. This podcast has to be scripted, and then there will be a time where it's not. So I'm actually writing it, and I've been writing it and getting it together. I don't want it to go over a certain amount of time. I really would like to keep it 50 minutes. And the backdrop of my podcast would be my art room. So I think that's what we're going to do. And no, I know we're going to do it, but I'm not going to jump into it half-assed. I want to do it right. I want to make each subject perfectly structured for the purpose of it. And we're really going to, I mean, anybody's welcome to listen, but it's really about things that Gen Xers are expected to do or not do, and we can't help but do it. And what do we do about that? Are we risking being canceled for something that is how we were raised? And to say, well, you need to grow. Is it something, you know, let's create a list of what we don't have to grow for. I don't have to give up this. I don't have to give up that. I'll give one example. Every TV show that Bear and I grew up on has a disclaimer. It has a disclaimer about the time period that's from. That should be enough, right? Do we give it up? Because we're laughing. We're laughing with Archie Bunker. We're laughing at George Jefferson. I mean, this is funny. Peter Sellers movies. We love them. What does that say about us? he would full on dress as an Asian man in Murder by Death. Things that we are doing secretly or openly, but we risk being canceled because the younger generation has made a set of rules that says you got to follow it. And I'm already diving into one of the podcasts. And the other one is why we will not cancel our boomer parents. That's a big one. Boomers will be extinct in about 30 years. We really want to cancel them right now? Some of them have to be canceled. They're straight up psychotic, they're still beating their children and their grandchildren. They're still abusers, but some of them are not abusers. Many of them are not. They're just in shock. And they've lived quite the life, these boomers. Quite the life. I mean, from the get-go of the Cold War to the end of the Cold War they've raised children in the 80s and some of them in the 90s, and
some of them grandkids.
Yeah, so we give them grace? What do we do? Gen Xers do not go no contact as a rule in general. But damn, the millennials have they've gone no contact for, you didn't let me go to prom. Some of the millennials will go no contact because of their feelings. Their feelings were hurt. Their parents were strict. And I'm like, wait, what? That's the first podcast. I forgot the title of it. I've been working on it forever and I forgot the title because that was the first thing I came up with. But it's, we're Gen Xers, and this is why we are not going to go no contact with our parents. Ever. Ever. Like, they have a get out of free jail card. However, I have gone no contact with my parents before. In my 20s and 30s. Separate periods of time. And we'll discuss that, why it was appropriate at the time. But now, it's time to mend fences. It's time to just let bygones be bygones. And we are going to talk about an incident that recently happened. And why I will not go no contact. And, because they're knocking on heaven's door. That's literally a boomer song. That's their anthem, The boomers are they are responsible for standing up to the man. And I don't think they're the man anymore. Really and truly, I don't. I don't. Like, I know all of my parents except, well, no, my mom did vote. But I think our parents sat out. That's big. That's big because when Trump was first elected in 2016, they were absolutely obnoxious about voting for him. My brother brought an idiot to my Thanksgiving. Do you remember that? Who was going, drill, baby, drill. And I'm just like, he's going to sit at my table. He needs to shut his mouth. My brother's like, oh, I'm sorry. I said, we do not. You're welcome to eat that food, but that food was made by me. By the hands of a brown woman. So you tell him to keep his mouth shut. And he did. He was quiet through the whole time. But, yeah, 2016 was tough. So we're putting it together. And I want it done right. But then also, I want to, do the podcast and have a time where we can allow people to call in. So we really got to think about this. And I'm watching other podcasts to see how they do callers and So we're really putting our heart into it, or I am. And Bear, he's going to be off the cuff. You know who he is. He doesn't he can't censor this man as much as as much as I try, you just can't. But y'all have a great week, and it's starting off wonderful. A day off. Take care.